Edward here from ERViewer.com. I have another video for you. This is a session I had just done, and this is a long form CRV style session, paper and pen. I have another project that I'll be putting out soon that again is the long form CRV style paper and pen. I'm doing some of these to get myself back into structure, and they feel good. I want to explore things deeply for extended periods of time. The paper pen sessions allow for that better, at least for me. Anyway, I can have an hour-long session of exploration with a paper and pen session, as opposed to maybe a 20 or 30-minute session on the dry erase board. I'm using up a lot of energy standing, walking around, and that kind of thing. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So what this session is about, today is November the 10th. Yesterday, the 9th, in the morning, about 6:20 in the morning, I had a very unusual feeling, a very strange sensation that came over me. Kind of like a dull, kind of rumbling, vibrating kind of frequency sensation or something like that I began to experience, and it was unusual, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to go into an automatic response of, oh, I'm getting a rumbling sensation, that means there's an earthquake coming. Maybe there is, I don't know. But I wanted to explore it in a remote viewing session and see if I could get deeper into what that sensation was, what was the origin of that sensation, and to do it with a long form CRV session. That's what this one is. Very, very interesting session. Probably one of the stranger sessions I think I've ever done. This would probably be put in the category of the top 10 most interestingly bizarre sessions that I've ever had in my experiences with remote viewing. What was coming through in this session is, again, my tasking. The way I tasked it was to describe the origin of the rumbling, shaking feeling I experienced the morning of November 9th, 2017. So the origin of it is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the fact that I had the experience. I'm interested in why I had the experience and what was causing it. So as I began to delve into the session, looking for the origin, I was coming upon some very strange things that luckily I was able to draw out, these kind of cluster kind of bands of energy that had some illuminating factor to them that seemed to be transmitting some type of signal that felt even conscious, even some level of what felt to me as telepathic communication, but it was bizarre in that it felt different than someone's thinking. It felt more like some type of transformational frequency signal that was broadcasting out kind of like a Wi-Fi thing. But it had some elements that felt even solar, like something breaking, like the transmission was a result of some snapping or breaking of these band waves. And I sketched it out here. It's a long session. It's about an hour long, where these things were breaking, and the breaking or transformation of these bands were sending out some type of transmission of some kind, and the transmission, I picked it up. It went through, at least if it has gone through everybody, maybe they weren't aware of it, but I was able to pick it up. So with the origin of it, I'm not sure. I was getting these things of solar. I was getting these other ideas of like some type of technology combined with plant matter. Just weird stuff. This is something I may explore further in another session. I'm not sure when, maybe tomorrow, maybe somewhere further down the line, but it's something that I feel is worthy of further exploration. Some strange transmission or transformational frequency is being sent out, some type of transmission of some kind that is broadcasting, and it feels conscious, it feels sentient, it has a sensation. This is what I was getting in their session, was that it is breaking or transforming in some way, and that transformational break or crack or whatever is emanating out in some type of frequency or wave of some kind that is kind of broadcasting itself. It's weird. But that's what this is. Like I say, it's not a short session. It's about 50 minutes long or so. But again, this is one of the more interesting sessions I've ever done. And so I hope you enjoy it. Again, I don't know what it is. I may further in my investigation on this with another session or two. But that's what this is about. I hope you enjoy it, and many more to come. Test, test, test. Project 8587. Question is, describe the origin of the rumbling/shaking feeling I experienced the morning of November 9, 2017. 8587. A, curving, angular, curving, energetic, I'm getting like a stage 2 of smooth. I just gotta get that out. Getting a man-made on the B. Eight, 5, 8, 7. I'm gonna call that a miss. 8, 5, 8, 7. A diagonal, angle, solid and hard. That looks like a man-made to me. That's my first impression on that. Clearly. Again, feels energetic. Energetic. 8, 5, 8, 7. I don't like that. 8, 5, 8, 7. A, wait, down, wavy, curving. Again, there's some energy. Some type of energy. I'm not done with these yet. Eight, 5, 8, 7. Curving. B, none. 8, 5, 8, 7. A, curving, angle, solid, man-made. That's a pretty solid angle. 8, 5, 8, 7. Wavy, curving, motion, a sense of liquid, or energetic again. Energetic. Eight, 5, 8, 7. A wavy angle across hard, solid, and again motion. Man-made. Strong sense of man-made there. I'm ready to go on stage 2. Brown, black, curved, patterned. And I'm getting a pattern in my mind like this. Long, looping, smooth, black, shiny, dense. This is an AOL. Filling. Tall, around, bright, airy, I'm getting another AOL here. This is an image and an idea coming through. I'll go ahead and AOL break it. The sun, or sunlight. Inside. Dense. This is kind of an idea word, but falling or down, moving, emotion. Glassy, filmy, again airy, tight. It's an interesting dimension. I'm running a little bit low on these descriptors here. What other colors or tastes? Any tastes, any colors? I'm getting like a crackling sound. Crackling, vibrating. Again, motion, stirring. Clapping sound. Noisy. Distant. What else? Close as well. Close. What else? What is it? Texture. Any other textures? Rubbery, viscous, I don't know how to spell that, or flexible. Not sure what this actually means, but like a whiny, like a winding sound. hissing. Are there tastes? Is there a taste though to it? Is there textures or sounds? What else? What else? What else? Get my body involved here. The looping. This is a dimensional pressing. Down, across, smooth, yellow, biting. This is an AOL here. AOL break, candy. What else? That was a nice dump right there. There should be an AI coming soon after that. Again, clapping sound, sandy, vibrating, coarse, inside, again, yellow, bending. I'm starting to get something. I don't have an AI yet. Well, I'm getting an AI of curiosity. As I have this stage 3 coming through. It's this bending. So bending and twisting here. Bending and twisting. Bending and twisting like a tight banded. Flexing, turning, bending and flexing. Twist. Of course, I'm getting AOL from that. I'm going to AOL break that of DNA. Also, like copper wires. I am getting this kind of metallic taste. A metallic taste. A bending, a twisting. kind of an idea here of breakable. Let's go ahead and stage 4. 6. Dimensions. And halo of the signal. Brown, black, silver. This is an interesting word here. Dangling. I don't know if that would be a dimensional. Dangling or hanging. Kind of an idea word there, but dangling. Large. Moving. This is an idea word here of captive or held, binding, close, edged, curved, brown again, brown colors, hairy, dense again, dense, 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 heavy, dark, like AOL is a signal that. AOL is a signal like nighttime. Like nighttime. Any AIs or EIs? Or how do I feel? This is more of a stage 4.5. There is a depth that I'm pressing on. Okay, that's good. I feel like I'm pressing on whatever it is. Like I'm pressing on it. Slow moving, bright. Again, put this over here. Sunny. I guess that well. Sunny, bright. Sunny and bright. Again, I'm getting an AOL. Well, I'm going to AOL the signal this. Remind me of the sun. Remind me of the sun. Looping far. Looping. Again, I'm getting these clusters. And this is the feeling I'm getting here. That it's like clustered. band. Clustered together. Let me 6A on that, because I want to get a little further into this, and it's just this kind of cluster. I could go on and on with this, but it's like I feel like they're all bound together, twisted. Twisted together. I could go on and on with this. Sensation that it's also contained here too. Fibrous. I could literally go on and on. This fiber thing. Bound tight. On and on and on. I get a sense that there's some type of illumination with these fibers. I can't spell. Some type of illumination in the fiber. Like they're lit, kind of like they're lit up. There's like an electric feel. An electric feel. Okay, some kind of, like, is it a living thing? Is it? Like it's energy running through it. Like an energy running through it of some kind, like reminds me of blood coursing through veins. You know, but if I get this sense of growing. Growing or reaching out. Growing or reaching out. This is very, very weird. I'm getting an AI here. Let's go on to another. Let's go to Sun. Sensory dimensions. AI. Tangible, intangible. I'm getting an AI of a little bit of fear, concern. That's like a new stage 4.5. This a fear of something growing or expanding. I don't know what that means. I'm getting an AOL of the signal here. Reminds me of the plague. I don't know how to spell it, but the plague that's people are dying from now, and I think it's in Africa. But that doesn't feel like it. I get a sense that that is just a comparator. I'll write that down. I don't know how to spell plague right now. I get a sense that the plague comparator is just a comparator. But this back to this. I mean, these are other, you know, leaching out, growing, binding, expanding. There's another word, fighting. All these could be stage 5. fighting, growing, expanding, reaching. Reaching, I mean, I'm getting a sense of like, this is, let me stage 4.5 this. Like something is expanding itself out and being noticed and communicating. Expanding and reaching out and being and communicating. Communicating. Like there is a communication. There is communication. What is that? If that's what I was feeling, what is the communication? Describe the communication's meaning. Like a expanding out, like a something growing, communicating, pulsating, even breathing. Breathing, even. I mean, I'm getting this idea of a virus, but I'm also getting this idea of something communicating. But also something communicating. So it's like a broadcast. Like a broadcast. So this is interesting because instead of like a vibrating, like there's an earthquake coming, more like a receiving a communication. It feels more like a communication than a strong vibration. It's like communicating, like something is communicating with me. Okay, now I'm really fucking curious. I feel like I'm being communicated with. Stage 4, sensory dimensions, air, tangible, intangible, all of the signal. Again, so this question was, describe the communication's meaning. Alright, I want to keep going into that. There's a sensation that I'm feeling. I'm not able to really describe it right now, but it's more like a feeling. Let's stage 4.5 this, just to make sure I'm documenting what I'm experiencing. I feel like I am in a communication signal. feel like I'm in a communication signal. And what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It's like a it's like a life form. I'm just going to write this out. It's like a telepathic life form. It's like a telepathic life form. I just got to get this other AI out here. This feels crazy. Like I'm being pushed beyond my beliefs. I mean, it's like I'm getting this, you know, like this whole kind of knotted bunch here, like that, but it's like beaming out. Now hang on a second. Now wait. Let me put this out there. AOL of the signal, like it's beaming out, but I'm getting a sense of something different than that. That it doesn't feel. There's something not right about this. Wait a minute. A telepathic life form communicating. These are some idea words here. Breaching. Breaching, reaching out. Reaching out, breaching. This is kind of a tangible thing, airwaves, or broadcasts. It's kind of an intangible one. Let me get back. See, I don't like this part here, and I don't like the way I drew that. Let me try another way of representing that, because that does not feel appropriate. It's like pulsating. Fibrous. Being stretched. Being stretched. I'm even kind of getting this kind of an idea of a breaking point. split. A split, and there's like this feeling of death. And life. Very strange, very strange. Like something dying or transforming and giving out signal. Giving out signal. I'm getting, let me get back here. Because this is an idea coming through here. Let me stage 4.5 this. And I'll call it transformation. Is the resulting signal, meaning some break or transformation created a signal that I felt. Okay, and that's interesting, but what is it? What is it? What is this thing? Because it feels aware. Conscious. In a different way than a strange kind of awareness. This is very strange. It reminds me of combining technology with plant cells or matter, that kind of thing. I mean, it's weird, very, very strange. Consciousness and tangible, intangible. It's like technology. And this is weird. Hang on a second. What did I just write? There's a transformation. Cracking or crackling. Give the sounds here. Crackling sounds. These are kind of ideas are busting open, cracking open. really, and this is an AI here. Concern. Doesn't feel good. I have a lot of things happening in my cognitrons are loaded. I should probably stage 5 something here just to blow out some of the pipes here. I can do transformation. Let me do this. It's nice. It's transformation. We'll do objects. And, you know, again, plants, life. Evolution. I mean, that's not an object, but like a mechanical, like upgrade. That's kind of what I mean by that, by mechanical, like a mechanical upgrade or a software upgrade. A software upgrade, but it cracks open like an egg, like an egg cracking open, that kind of thing. What else do I want to do? What about topics or subjects? It would be evolution. Evolution. That would be a topic. Transformation. Wait. Transformation. What will be subjects? Biology. Biology. Sea life. Aquatics. Aquatics, like that. Like sea life. Transformation. Like subjects of biology, sea life, the study of the study of like algae blooms. I don't know how do you spell algae? The study of algae blooms. Topics. What are the emanations of topics for transformation? Like, not really getting it here. Hang on. What would be the topics if we were talking about transformation from one level to another? An expansion. We would talk about topics of transformation, like the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new one. Beginning of new life, new direction. Transformation, explosion. 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 And again, I'm getting an AOL break here of the sun, or a solar blast. Something weird like that. Something weird, man. It feels weird. This feels like it has an effect on the human body. It has an effect on the human body. Is that like the received signal has an effect? Received signal has an effect. Like a transmission. Able the signal, Wi-Fi, like that. Something like that. Something like that. It's like getting hit with radiation. Due to a transformation, like an explosion. Like an explosion into something else. I'll end on that. Explosion into something else.